Hello and welcome to Mermaid Song Tarot. I'm so glad that you're here. Surprise! Hey Aquarius, this is your February reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I always stumble over that, for heaven's sakes. It's ridiculous. And hi, welcome to the new format. I'm so excited that we can be here and talking sort of face-to-face, so to speak. I've reformatted everything so that I can feel like I'm talking to you and we can build a little bit of community. So welcome to my office / creative space. I do a lot of stuff here besides reading tarot for videos and for clients. I also do a lot of crafting. I'm a bit of a serial crafter and I like to do anything with paper and cards of all kinds, right? So welcome to the space. As always, this is a general reading for Aquarius for the month of February 2023. So you'll want to make sure to check out the other videos for your moon and your rising sign so you can get a more clear picture of how the month is going to play out for you. You will also want to make sure that you take what resonates with you and just leave the rest. It is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with everyone. That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to work. Anyway, welcome. Glad you're here. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to get all the stuff. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I've changed up the format just a little bit as well. So first, let's go ahead. I'd like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. And I ask that the messages be clear and concise for the highest good of everyone who sees these videos now and in the future. So mote it be. Okay, so we're going to do 3 cards for your recent past, 3 cards for the present, and then 3 cards for the energy moving forward. And keep in mind, this is kind of fluid, so it's possible that the recent past cards might be happening now, or it might be happening in February, and that's okay. Tarot's like that. You're going to get the message that you need to get. Trust me. Okay, and one's popping out already. Bam. And there's another one and another one. Woohoo! Okie dokie. Love it. All right, Aquarius. The first card you have is the 8 of Cups. Now, I love the 8 of Cups. It's one of my favorites. I love the Suit of Cups. Oh, by the way, this is the Shadowscapes Tarot that I sell in my Etsy shop. It is one of my favorites. I love it because it has a lot of fantasy images to it and the colors are beautiful. And of course, for the Suit of Cups, we've got mermaids. Woohoo! So 8 of Cups. Now the Suit of Cups is about emotions and your intuition. And the 8 of Cups is where you've left behind some of the things that you've enjoyed in the past and you've liked it in the past. Okay, camera, you got to learn how to focus. There it goes. And you're seeking more emotional fulfillment, right? You're seeking that something more. Now, this could be in relation to a relationship, might be a friendship, might be a love relationship, but it also has to do with just having more overall satisfaction. I just heard life purpose. That usually doesn't come up. So Aquarius, I'm going to say, seeking how to fulfill a bit more of your life purpose might be something that you have been mulling over recently or may just now be coming up for you. All right, let's see how this plays out. Now, it plays out well because we have the 6 of Wands, the victory card. The 6 of Wands, Wands is all about fire, the suit of fire and action. It has to do with spirituality as well, but specifically action. And in the 6 of Wands, we always see someone who is victorious. They're a person who's conquered, like sometimes it's a soldier in a battle and there's a parade. In this case, you can see this guy has a laurel wreath, which was a symbol in Roman times of victory. And so this searching that you're doing is going to yield good results because you're victorious. You are celebrating. You're celebrating a win, right? Not the end of the, whole conflict, but you're celebrating something that you have accomplished. Then we have the 9 of Cups. Now, the 9, I like this because we're seeing a progression. The 9 of Cups shows us we went from the 8 and now we're going to the 9. The 9 is the wish fulfillment card, is often what it's called. And it is a card of personal wishes and desires coming true for you. So I like this because what it says to me is that you've been doing a lot of soul searching. You've been trying to figure out, what's my purpose? Why am I here? What is the meaning to what I'm doing here on the planet? You've had some victories and you're learning to celebrate those, and that's really important. And then this is bringing to you some of your dreams coming true. I love it. Keep in mind though, it's only the 9. We're not at the 10. We're not at completion. Really, we never finished the journey. So that's how it is. All right, now let's see what's coming up for right now. Ooh, and they're flying out. Don't fall on the floor. Need one more, please. Oh, I can't have the whole deck. Sorry. It's not happening. One more will be plenty. Okay. They all wanted to come out. Ah, there we go. There's the correct one. All right, so present energy, Aquarius, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Lovely card. Now the 9 of Pentacles, Pentacles is about our resources. And resources can be anything like your career, your actual money, your finances. It can be our friendships. It can be our relationships. It can be our health. Anything, your energy, anything that is a resource is under the suit of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card that always speaks to self-sufficiency. And what that means is that you're able to take care of yourself, right? You're able to handle things. You manage your resources well, but it's on a personal level. And it's interesting, you've got the 9 of Cups, which is personal dreams coming true. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is personal self-sufficiency. Then you've got the 8 of Wands. So it looks like to me, Aquarius, that you are going to be casting some seeds out into the world that have to do with fulfilling your purpose. You're not done yet. You haven't reached the end of this particular journey. You're still cultivating your harvest, right? The 8 of Wands usually shows like 8 arrows or wands all pointing in the same direction. And the 8 of Wands, the meaning to that is that you've got swift, focused action, right? Everything is going towards your goal. This is great. I like this. This shows me, I like it when I see a progression in tarot, because it shows me that the lessons that you're learning, you're actually applying them. Okay, and then your third card for the current energy is the Judgment card. Now, Judgment is an interesting card because the Judgment card is about rebirth. It is about, it typically depicts the angel Gabriel, who is blowing the horn and the dead rise. The past is gone. No longer are they being judged for what has happened in the past. They're starting new. It's a rebirth. They come forth and they go into a new dimension, a new realm. So what this says to me, Aquarius, is that this soul searching that you've done, or possibly are doing right now, is about finding your purpose and what you dream of accomplishing. You're getting good at it, right? Because you're becoming self-sufficient. And then you're taking action on that, and it's focused action. And this causes a whole rebirth and a change and a transformation of yourself and your whole life, right? You're creating your reality at all times. Ah, this is very exciting. I like this. It also says to me that you've done some work in the past, because this progression doesn't happen if you haven't done the work, which is probably what that 6 of Wands victory card is about. Now let's take a look and see what's coming towards you in February, or what more of things that are coming towards you. And we'll also take a look at the shadow card, the energy underneath this whole reading. One more card, please. There it is. All right, and the energy, all right, excellent. Okay, so the first card you have is Ace of Cups. I love the Ace of Cups. The aces are always new beginnings. and cups is emotions and intuition. So what we've got here is the rebirth, and I like right after it we see an ace, so that this is a whole new beginning for you of an emotional, particularly an emotional cycle. But it also can signify a new beginning of tapping into your intuition, some of your spiritual or psychic abilities. A new ability might be popping up for you that you're needing to learn how to use. The Ace of Cups typically is called the offer of love, and it usually, shows a cup like that. It can be an actual person offering you love, either friendship or romantic love, but it can also be like a new project or something that you are just really excited about and you love, and it's like it's like new love, right? Okay, then we have Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is an energy of someone who is able to look within at their own emotions and be in control of them, right? This is a queen who is not scared to be compassionate to herself and to others. She is kind and loving, and she knows when to be in the feels and when not to be. She doesn't let the emotions rule her, but she does feel them. She's not afraid of them. She has her emotions and she knows how to manage them, right? She's the queen. She can manage it. And then interestingly, this next card tells you how. You have the Nine of Wands. Now, typically this card will show a warrior who looks a little bit wounded and tired and worn out. And he's standing with some wands. He's holding a wand, and then there's wands behind him. And you get the impression that he's like, resting after a battle, and he's just kind of worn out. That is not how I think the Nine of Wands is. I like this interpretation, which shows a soldier, and there's soldiers here below as well. They're all lined up on the edge of a kingdom, and their job is to protect the boundaries of the kingdom. So if you remember that Wands is the fire suit, and it's about action. So they're not actively fighting right now. What they're doing is they're alert and they're ready to take action, but they're not taking action yet. Nothing's happened. What it is they've been given the job of protecting the boundary, and they're very proud to do so, and they know how to set a boundary. So for me, the Nine of Wands is always about boundaries. And even if you look at it from the viewpoint of the wounded soldier, it's about knowing your boundary, knowing when to take a rest, knowing when is the time to stand and when is the time to take action, when is the time to, engage in a battle of sorts, and when is it not the time to do that. It is about boundaries. The only way that you can control your emotions, like the Queen of Cups, is to have boundaries. Now, boundaries, we often feel like those are like, it's a bad word, boundary. Nobody wants to do boundaries, right? Oh, I got to set a boundary. But to me, a boundary is more like a container. When I'm talking about myself, the boundary is a container because I need a space for me. I'm in this space right here, and everyone else is outside of this space. And then I get to allow who comes into my space and who does not come into my space, right? So, and I also think of it, if you're an empathic person, you're very sensitive, I think of this container kind of as a cup instead of, say, a pitcher. So a pitcher, usually has a spout on it. And what does a pitcher do? You pour out the liquid, right? You pour it into something else. You usually pour it into a cup. Now a cup, someone still is going to drink out of that cup, so the liquid still gets poured out, but there's no spout on it. It's not easy to pour the liquid out, right? It's contained within the space of the cup. So a boundary is, you have to be the cup. You have to know, okay, this is me inside of here. And I might let a little bit of it out, But I'm not letting all of it out because I got to keep some of it back for me, right? Otherwise, if my cup is empty, I have nothing to give to anyone. The Queen of Cups knows this. She knows that there's a time to be giving and compassionate, and then there's a time to be giving and compassionate to herself. So I feel like this is going to be really important for you, Aquarius, in learning when is the right time to do those things. All right, now your shadow card here is the Seven of Pentacles. Now remember, Pentacles is about our resources. So in this card, the seven is usually a card that says wait. And this particular card is, for me, the meaning is patience. In the Seven of Pentacles, we see someone who is, they've got a harvest. They've planted this, and they're waiting for the fruit to be ripe, but it's not all ripe yet. They've still got to wait. They have to have patience. Not everything is going to come to fruition as quickly as we want it. So the underlying energy here for you is that you're doing a lot of particularly internal work. You're doing a lot of this work. Don't rush it. It's time to be patient. It's time to take your time and do this hard inner work at the pace that is going to work for you. And it's going to be different for everyone. What works for one person is not going to work for another one. So take your time. I like it. All right. So we are also going to, and I forgot to say this in the beginning, but we're going to do an oracle card at the end of every reading as well. So we're going to pull a card from the Oracle of the Mermaids. Excuse me, the Messages from the Mermaids. Oracle of the Mermaids is a different one. Okay. They're all trying to come out. What do we got here? Ooh. Okay. Your card is Blessings. She's pretty. We gotta have mermaids here. Sorry. All right. Prepare yourself to receive an abundance of blessings. The more you focus on your blessings, the more you'll attract. Remember to count your blessings. This mermaid is preparing herself for beautiful blessings by being receptive and filled with gratitude. She feels worthy to receive infinite blessings, and she fully trusts in the divine to bring them to her. Nice. You have the ability to bestow blessings as well as receive them. Anyone can bless others. This can be done with sincerity and from your heart. Blessing someone can be an empowering act that can open the door of divinity for both parties. Sometimes we can feel helpless when we see things going wrong in the world. For example, if you see an emergency services vehicle, making a simple silent blessing, like a prayer or a wish, for the person, people, or situation can really make a difference, bringing a sense of peace and calm to an otherwise stressful situation. Your presence could be a blessing in the life of someone else. Nice. All right, Aquarius, looks like you've got your work cut out for you this month, but I know you're going to sail through it with ease and grace. Thank you so much for being here. Please click the like button if you liked it and share it with your friends. I would love to meet more of you, and I hope you'll comment. Tell me how the month went for you and if the reading resonated with you or not. Either way, I'd love to talk with you here in the interwebs. And thank you so much for being here. Many blessings. Mwah.